escalating anger on the streets of Minneapolis, with protesters citing not just the fatal shooting of 37-year-old Renee Good, but aggressive tactics by Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
They're asking for IDs and passports if you happen to look like you're Latino or you're Somali.
Mayor Jacob Frey, along with Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, now under federal investigation by the Department of Justice over an alleged conspiracy to impede federal immigration officers.
Renee
The
Good.
DOJ also investigating this incident at a house of worship in St. Paul. Protesters said to be following online claims the church's pastor works for ICE, as critics condemn the action.
These are the people who will say they have a First Amendment right to speak, but they just trampled on the First Amendment right of that church to be able to worship.
The Department of Homeland Security defending its tactics, sharing photos of undocumented criminal migrants who have been arrested. This man from Vietnam, they say, was previously convicted of murder, and one from South Africa previously charged with domestic violence, assault, and possession of methamphetamine. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem announcing in the last 6 weeks, 3,000 criminal illegal aliens have been arrested in Minneapolis. Meanwhile, President Trump has put 1,500 active duty military troops on notice for a possible deployment to Minnesota, threatening to use the Insurrection Act.
He thinks the military is his tool, his toy that he could just use at any time. And he wants nothing more to be able to use them and deploy them to these blue cities to intimidate.
Minnesota is also front and center in Washington on Capitol Hill, with a hearing scheduled for Wednesday digging into fraud allegations. And Congressman Tom Emmer just introduced a bill that would strip citizenship from naturalized Americans convicted of fraud, terrorism ties, or aggravated felonies. President Trump singling out Governor Tim Walz and Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar in a post online, writing they don't mind the protest because it, quote, keeps the focus of attention off the $18 billion plus fraud that has taken place in the state. This video alleging widespread daycare fraud, one of the reasons for the increased ICE presence in the first place. I'm Christine Frizzell reporting.
Thank you for watching the ABC6 News YouTube channel, bringing you breaking news, stories, sports, and original content throughout Central Ohio. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe as well so you don't miss out. ABC6 News is on your side.